Welcome back to the Urban Permaculture Garden. It's June 19th. It's Father's Day today, so happy Father's Day to all the men out there. Happy Father's Day. Doesn't matter if you're a father or not. Today is a celebration of you. So anyways, I'm out here in the garden today, and as you can see, it's the most lush I have ever seen. I've never seen the garden this lush. And the reason is it's been raining and raining and raining and raining and raining tons, and it's been cool. The weather has not been hot. It gets random bursts of heat, but it still feels like May, which is crazy, and I'm not complaining because this garden is absolutely incredible. So let's get right into it, see what's happening. As you can see, it did rain again last night, so we've had some crazy storms, but here's all the mints. Mints are doing really well. All the different kinds. We got the lemon balm, we got the chocolate mint, we have some wild mint around there. We got the lamb's ear, we got the wild spearmint, we got the strawberry mint. It's coming up really good. And as you can see, I trimmed down the wormwood, I trimmed down the sage, and I trimmed down this sage, and I have tons of sage to make bundles out of, so that's really cool. Tons of that, and it's allowing more light to come into the other plants here. And over here we have, this is parsley. He's going into flower, so we'll get some seeds. The seeds will go around, makes more random helpful weeds in the garden. And we have the chickweed, that's not chickweed, wise and chickpeas, close. So chickpeas, you know what I'm saying. We have chickpeas. They're doing pretty well. This is the strawberry spinach. It's doing good. Just popped up there. And we got some giant sunflowers starting, which that's really exciting. Oh, looks like a random squash. That's kind of cool. Let them grow. We have chives. Over here, I've cleaned out a lot of the weeds, so it's a lot better than it was. And you can see the popcorn is coming up. So we got the popcorn. We have more random sunflowers. There's some cilantro that has just come up because it's kind of established itself as a weed in the garden. And I should have some dill. I don't see a lot. I did pull out a lot, but I'm not seeing a lot popping up, which is kind of strange. I think this is dill here. No, that's not dill. That's another chamomile. So interesting. But I think dill are coming around, so I'm just going to let whatever ones I find grow. This looks like it's a giant sunflower. I didn't plant it. It was probably from seeds last year. And over here in the forest garden, well, we got our flowers down here. They're doing good. This poor rose is just getting completely buried in here. We need a, this is a rose bush here. We're going to need to dig him out and transplant him somewhere else because he's just getting completely taken over. And there's a bunch of weeds. Do got to do more weeding in here because weeds have just been popping up everywhere because of how lush it is. And we got really nice raspberries. You can see that they're starting to produce. So that's good. Our wild rose has been producing lots of flowers, so we've been harvesting those. And over here, wild gooseberry, swamp gooseberry. These massive hollyhocks are just popping up like crazy. And our currants are huge. This is our currant bush. It's doing really well. Really amazed by that. And I harvested the comfrey, so that's good. We have more raspberries popping up. This is our echinacea. And underneath here we have our blueberry bushes. Two little blueberry bushes, they're doing okay. Still have the massive rhubarb. We haven't harvested it for any reasons yet. I don't want to just harvest it and freeze it because I've done that before and then I've just had too much rhubarb that it's not going to use. So I'm just going to let it grow, let it do its thing. The irises are done blooming. Another giant rhubarb here. All the wildflowers. We're getting some of the wildflowers starting to bloom. Ooh, there's a nice opium poppy right there. Looking nice. Beautiful. Just kind of came out of nowhere. Check out the carrots. Carrots are going crazy. You can see their flowers. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of carrot seeds, more than I thought we would. So that's pretty exciting. Now onions are doing all right, doing good, still doing their thing. I have a little tomato plant there as well, starting to show up. Our beans are just booming. Like the rain has just been making everything grow so fast. It's so nice looking. So yeah, we got a lot of beans. We got the pumpkins. There's the tobacco there. This is a tiny little weird tomato plant. Got anasazi corn. It's doing good. Again, not as much as I thought we were going to get, but it's good enough. It's good enough. Got another tomato plant next to the more pumpkins. So that's kind of our Three Sisters garden this year. It's different, but I'm quite liking it. It's growing very well. So I think it's doing better than last year. Figuring it out a little bit. More chocolate mint popping up there. We also have some heavenly blue morning glories trying to come up there. And we'll switch over here. We have our snap peas, and check them out. We're getting some snap peas. Beautiful. And then those are our cucumbers. We'll just watch and see how they grow. I hope they do well this year. We'll get some cucumbers. This is the Virginia Gold tobacco, so there's nothing in it. So I'm going to plant something else in here, I think. Don't know what yet. I'm probably going to plant a few seeds today, just to see what I can get out of this season, because it's been so cold and so wet. I think I might be able to grow more. It's more experiments, so we're going to try that. This is the edible tobacco. These are weeds, so we don't want those guys. But these are the edible mapacho. And there's still so many in there, and I have picked through them a bit, so that's good. We won't get as many as that there is right now. I'm just slowly picking through them. And oh yeah, there's more weeds popping up in here. Wow, they just keep coming out of nowhere. But anyways, this isn't a weeding video. I'm just noticing these as we're going, because it's just been raining. I've been working and it's been raining, so it's good to see what's going on. But I transplanted these tobaccos, the big ones. I transplanted them here because a lot of the little seeds in here aren't taken off as well, because we've been having so many tobaccos in here. And look at the size of these ones. They're doing good. Really good. And then in here we have, a lot of these are ashwagandha. This is a tobacco here. We don't need him. But I'm still trying to thin out the tobaccos and transplant the ashwagandha. Make sure they are spaced out nicely. We got some heavenly blue morning glories in here as well. And tomato, another tomato. We're gonna have to tie them up to the stick because they're getting a little tall. Make sure they don't fall over from the crazy winds we've been having. As you can see, we have a lot of tomato plants this year. Lots of tomato plants, and I don't know what they are. They're just random tomatoes I've picked up from work and stuff. So we'll see how that goes, see what we get. These are the gold nugget tomatoes that I planted by seed. They're popping up, and you can see we're getting some basil. The basil hasn't been crazy this year because they're heat loving, so they really like the heat. So I think a bit more heat would be a bit better for them. We have a jalapeno plant. That's cool. It looks like we're getting some melons trying to come up now. That's neat. We'll see how that goes, because again, they're also heat loving. So we'll just see. We'll go over to these little potted guys. This is the spinach that's just been, well, it looks like they're getting some aphids on them. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. The spinach doesn't do the best here. We might take the seeds, so we just have seeds. I wanted to try planting some more another time. I could, but again, they're not the best in this area. This guy's all dead. Get rid of him. These are the cumins, and they're really tiny, so I think they grow bigger if they weren't planted in the pot, because they're starting to flower. But I'm not sure. I've never had cumin before, so my assumption is that they do grow bigger than that, because they are potted, and potted plants don't grow as good. This is strawberry spinach, another one. It's doing really good. we have, this is the valerian. Doing really well. Really cool. I'm excited for that. And oh, is that aphids? Ugh. The guy's getting some aphids. That's our artichoke though. Look at the size of him. It's doing pretty good. This is the largest artichoke we've had so far. I haven't done much with artichokes, but out of the ones we've had, it's good. It's doing good. And this is our salad bed. Look at the size of these. This is a pak choi. It's all producing seeds. We got arugula. There's some more arugula over here. And this is that other, I forget what the type of mustard this is. Forget the name of it. But tons of seeds. Tallest they've ever been. So we're going to have a lot of seeds to deal with, which I'm really excited about. It's really good. And we have our garlics. Oh, look. It's starting to escape. First one that I've seen. There's another one. Cool. So they're coming along. Gonna do a garlic harvest sometime soonish. That's gonna be fun. So they're doing really well. Salad bed's doing really well. These are random potatoes because I planted potatoes in this bed last year. I must have missed some. So we have a potato plant there, one over there. So that's random and cool. This is the oregano. Doing really well. It's looking really good. Really big. This is our chamomile bush. Absolutely massive. So we're gonna have lots and lots of chamomile, which I'm excited. And these guys are huge. Absolutely massive. These are the sorrels, and like, wow, I've never seen them this tall. This one's just about as tall as me. That's crazy. Holy. So they're doing really well. Tons of seeds. I might trim the seeds down because they're kind of like weeds. We'll see about that. We've got, these are some salvia. They're doing pretty good. I'm not sure what breed of salvia, but they're pretty. They're doing good. Lots of pineapple weed. Now this is another weed, but I love pineapple weed, and I'm waiting to harvest these when they have the prime flowers because they make amazing tea. I really like them. Got a narrow leaf plantain. It's another weed that I want to grow here. It's a good plant. I really enjoy it. It's good for cuts and scrapes and stuff. And our grapes. Check out the grapevine. It's doing really well. So I'm happy about that. Starting to regrow. And yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Oh look, we're getting some grapes. Neat, that's good. And in here we got our sage and more oregano. This is the Jimson weed that I planted, the Datura stramonium. I think this is one right here. I haven't seen any others that I've planted. So I'm pretty sure that's one right there. We got our mugwort, which is coming up now. That's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. I've been really wanting to grow mugwort for a long time. Check out our lavender is starting to flower. We'll have a lot of lavender. We have lots of potatoes. Potatoes are looking really good, really lush. Really excited about those. Beautiful, beautiful lush garden this year. And over here, with the lion's ear. Lion's ear is doing really good. And lots of dream root, African dream root. We have the marigolds that are really filling up now. And we have the single giant sun gold sunflower, which is cool. This is our holy basil. Look at it, doing really good. I'm excited about that. I love the holy basil. We have some lime basil that is taken off. And this is the shingiku, I'm pretty sure. Look at it. It's such a strange looking plant. I haven't tasted it yet, but apparently it's good for salads and stuff. I'm just kind of letting it grow to see what it's like because I've never grown this plant before. That's neat. This is the orange glory Bergmansia. This is another Datura flower that's common in South America. I'm growing this one. It takes a long time for the seed to germinate, so I only put one in here. It hasn't popped up yet. So we'll wait and see if he grows. It'll be really neat. Looks like some creature came through here last night. I wonder what it could have been. We have raccoons, we have deer, but I don't see any damage on the plants from deer, so hoping it's not a deer. Maybe there's raccoons. There's just so much grass. Like, these plants are just, look at the weeds. Like, oh my gosh, I've never seen such tall winter cress mustard plants. They're huge, taller than me. It's never happened before in my life that I've seen. But the stinging nettles are all buried in the grass. It's in the random seed garden. We have lots of stuff. We have snap peas. There's a tomato plant, some lush catnip, some mustards, one of the many radish. That's what it is. It's a radish. We have arugula, our hops. It's doing really good, growing along here. Here's our cannabis, the herb, the it's doing really good. Happy about that. We haven't had any pop up in these pots yet. Those are all not them. Those are all weeds. So we'll see what happens. I might try planting some more. I know it's kind of late in the season, but it's all experimental in this garden. I want to see what I can get away with. So yeah, so that's what's going on right now in the urban permaculture garden. I believe I covered everything. Yeah, we're good. So yeah, that's it so far. June 9th and the 19th on Father's Day. Thanks for watching this video. I'm going to do more planting today, and we'll see what happens for the future, how the plants will do. But yeah, this is it so far. Again, the lushest it's ever looked. I'm really happy with the garden this year. It looks absolutely beautiful. So yeah, if you like this video, please leave a like. It helps me out. And subscribe if you haven't already. If you'd like to see more videos like this of the garden and some more wilderness, wild foraging, and other wilderness adventures, yeah, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching again, and peace.